Hi there, thanks very much for joining us. I'm Philip Duncan. Well, we got a complaint first thing this morning about where is the high pressure system that you were talking about last week. So I wanted to show you on the animated wind map the air pressure as well. So very clearly you can see the high. This is it here in the white and yellow shading over the top of the Chatham Islands and extending out across the eastern side of the country. But we can't miss this. This is the deep low that's formed out in the Tasman Sea. This is about as big as it will get, but it's going to linger stuck out here a bit like a puncture in a tyre. That's what this low is to all this belt of high air pressure. So some parts of the country are settled and calm and mild. Others are a bit windy, like the north here, where it's a bit of a windy nor'easter coming through between that low and the high. And this map isn't really going to change a great deal over the next few days. So this is it on Thursday. Here's the low pressure system. Nothing too major, but it is big enough to be stuck out there with this area of rain going around it. Now, most of the rain is out at sea, just like we've seen for the last couple of days. But we will in this nor'easter get some drizzle and a few showers and plenty of cloud. There is no shortage of cloud coming in for many northern and western parts of the country. A bit of patchy rain or showers for the west coast and maybe a few spits getting over into other regions like Southland and Otago. It won't be a huge amount though. By the time we get to Friday, we've got low pressure still sitting out here to the west. You can see the big belt of high pressure. It goes south of New Zealand and then extends back out again over the Chathams and well off to the screen. So all the high pressure is around us, but there is this low that remains out in the Tasman and another low which is forming on Friday. Quite a nasty little one, but it's a very small size. But it could be driving in some bigger swells once we get into the weekend from the northeast. The surfers will like that. But just be aware of it. It could be making for some dangerous beach conditions. And by Saturday, that's about as close as it gets, but it might just help feed in a little bit more cloud and showers, humidity, drizzle patches getting caught up in that east to northeast flow for the top of the country. Meanwhile, the centre of our Tasman low just drifting a wee bit closer to the South Island, bringing in a few areas of patchy rain, dry spells, and drizzle. That's what we're seeing a lot of this week when it's fractured up like this and the low itself isn't very big. High pressure remains out to the east of the country over the Chatham Islands, and high pressure also remains just off screen to the south. And then we get to Sunday. Our subtropical low is still here. It's still looking quite nasty but very small in size. That'll be just driving in some strong winds and heavy rains just near the centre of it. That's not affecting us here on land, but it might be driving in some bigger swells around places like East Cape and Gisborne. And the low that was out in the Tasman, finally on Sunday, it starts to fall apart. High pressure out here to the west as well for Sunday, and then on Monday that low drops straight down towards the Chatham Islands, while New Zealand is in the middle of no high and no low. We're in the complete neutral flat part of air pressure. So the biggest high out to the west, the biggest low is out to the east, and we're in the middle with kind of fickle weather, cloudy areas, the odd shower. Nothing too dramatic for our Monday coming up. So that is the forecast over the next few days. 2 low pressure systems, 1 big area of high pressure, and it's all starting to feel a little bit like autumn with the changeable weather and the wind some days. But we've still got a bit of summer weather to go just yet, and the La Nina easterlies, they look like they're going to stick around for a wee bit longer in the north of the country as well. That is all from me. We'll update you again tomorrow with the latest.